Here we go. So guys, we're going to do a double upload today because why not, you know? I have an issue with YouTube at the moment where it takes like 5 hours to upload my videos. So I'm not getting them out as quick as I want to, but they're getting out and that's all that matters at the end of the day. But today, guys, a slightly different video to what we usually do. If you check out my video earlier, I dropped a video on Supernova T-Mac, which is basically as good as the Invincible T-Mac, and you'll see me run him in that video. And it kind of got me thinking that, and you know, like another thing, which is I get a lot of messages asking about, you know, should I run this card? Should I run this player? What can I get for this amount of MT? What's the best move? So I thought I'd combine those two things into one video. The first thing is obviously we're getting some amazing budget versions of some really good cards. When the endgame cards drop, we get a bunch of other cards here with 6 cards in total. And the kind of 3rd and 4th tier cards are usually still pretty overpowered, which means you can build an incredible squad, you know, for very little MT now using those cards. And yeah, I'll help you kind of select a few different players. So let's jump into this. Now, the one thing that I've avoided, I'm targeting 150k, there or thereabouts, right? Let's say 125 to 175, somewhere in that region. The one thing I've avoided, guys, completely is RNG cards, because they're the cards that, you know, you can't guarantee you're going to get. So I've exclusively focused on buyable cards and grindable cards. They're the two cards we're targeting. So let's start off here. At point guard, it's free. It's an endgame card. It's Jokic. I've got a gameplay on Jokic. I love that Ray Allen release. You know, Jokic creates a huge amount of space off that tray escape. He plays elite defense. He's a pick and roll stopper. Like, he is a phenomenal card in this game. And like I said, he's an endgame card. You're starting off for free with an endgame card. I am running Giannis over him, but I could go back and forth. You know, some games I play Jokic is better. Some games I play Giannis is better. And considering one of them is like 1 million MT, this is a no-brainer to start off with. Right. At shooting guard, we're going to go with the card I ran a gameplay on earlier. Guys, I genuinely believe that T-Mac is the best budget card in this game right now. This T-Mac is almost identical to the Invincible one, and he's 40k. He's 40k, guys. We've only spent 40k for this backcourt so far. Easy pickup. Easy pickup. That Trey Burke jumper is elite. You know, he's got the Kobe escape so he can get open. Yeah, it's a no-brainer. Right. Another endgame card that's absolutely free is Chris Webber. Chris Webber's got jump shot 110. Again, I've got a gameplay on him as well. I've got a gameplay on all 3 of these cards so far. So if you want to see what they can do, go check them out. But this card is absolutely elite. Might be the most slept on card in the whole game right now. If he was in the auction house, he'd be worth somewhere between 5 and 600k, if not more. He's free in clutch time. Now, I understand. I think level 40 is really easy to get right now. Nothing stopping you doing that. Chris Webber, obviously, it comes down to, you know, skill level to an extent. I also have a video on how to win more clutch time games. This video isn't an advert for all of my other videos, but I'm going to try and help you out as I go if you are struggling to get these cards. Yeah, Webber is just elite. The thing with clutch time, guys, is even if you're not the best at it, just keep playing. Just keep playing. If you lose, it doesn't matter. If you get reset, doesn't matter. Just keep playing. I think the majority of people, as long as you play enough, it might take you 300 games by the end of the season. But you'll get Chris Webber, and you're getting, like I said, you know, 500,000, 1 million MT card for free at the end of it. Right. At the 4, we've got Ralph Sampson. He's 10k right now. So this entire lineup so far has cost 50k. 40k for T-Mac, 10k for Ralph. Ralph is just a beast, guys. He's 7'4". He's got base 4 jump shot. He's fine. I think he's been overhyped. I will say it. I don't think we've seen a card as gassed as this the whole year. The whole year. He's not better than Wilt. He's not better than Wilt. But for 10k, in terms of like an actual like value and budget, yeah, he's 10k. Wilt's like still over 1 mil. Yeah, Ralph Sampson's a no-brainer pickup. He'll get you stops. He'll knock down shots. He'll do what you need to do. Right. At the 5, I mean, the 2 centers are interchangeable here, but I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to go with Colossal Yao. I think he's the best of the budget Yaos, like outside of the Invincible and the Endgame versions. But Yao is Yao. He's 7'6". His jumper's, you know, nice. This one's got, I think, 50 Hoff badges. He's my backup center right now. I sold the Invincible one, which I pulled, and replaced him with this one because they basically do the same job. The Invincible one does have a better dribble style, but it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not handling the ball with Yao. He sits in the corner and knocks down threes. That's your no-brainer center, right? On the bench, believe it, on a squad this cheap, we've got an endgame card on the bench. I haven't got Harden yet, right? If you want to put Harden here, that's fine. But I think actually for the way the lineup works, you'll see why I've got Harden off the bench. So Harden gives you a slightly different option. In the starters, you've got Jokic, who can play defense, knock down the shot. You've got T-Mac, who can handle the ball. Harden will be the guy handling the ball on the bench. The problem with Harden at the moment is he's 6'5". And if he runs into even a Jokic, he's going to struggle a little bit. But he has incredible animations to get open. If you know how to move, you can cook with Harden. He does get some really good defensive animations as well. He's still a great card in the game, guys. Still a great card. He's in domination. Guess what, guys? I have a video on that too. I think a lot of people that subscribe to the channel saw that video. Absolutely run him. At this point, guys, we're at 40, 10. This Yao's, I think he's 20k at the moment, somewhere in that region. So we're at 50, 70k so far for these 6 cards. Unbelievable. Right. Let's move on, guys. Another free card. Now, believe it or not, I have a video on this card. Go check out Invincible Julius Irving, guys. He's free. He costs 1,000 tokens. A lot of people that watch that video ask me how to get him because they can't see him. You have to unlock until you get at least 1 Galaxy Opal at the token market. And once you get 1 Galaxy Opal, you can get Irving. So if you're new to the game, it's going to be a bit of a grind. But I've already accumulated 2,000 tokens this season. That's probably going to get you pretty close to Irving. You just got to grind, guys. There's so many tokens. There's tokens in domination, TTO, TT offline, even in clutch time. There's so many ways. The challenges, the holo challenges. You can really accumulate tokens really quickly if that's your goal. So I think you can get this card in like a week or 2 of grinding, even if you're at 0. Absolutely worth it. Like, T-Mac is replacing Dr. J in my lineup, but I love Dr. J as a card. And he's free, so we're still sitting at 70k. Right, the next card is a bit more of an investment. We're going with NBA 75 Giannis. Now, if I've got the point guard version of Giannis, if I didn't have the point guard version of Giannis, I wouldn't get the small forward version of him. I would get this one. Because Giannis jumper is elite. And when you run him at small forward, you use him a certain way. And I think both cards can do the same thing. So yeah, I would go with this one. He's 40k, which takes us up to what, 110k now that we're at in spend. You could start him as well if you wanted to. But really with Giannis, it just comes down to that jumper. His defense is absolutely elite. He will help. In this kind of a lineup, he will help because you can switch him on ball. And he can be your primary ball defender, which doesn't leave Harden and Dr. J so exposed. Right, let's move on to the next one. Mark Williams, currently 10k. So we've got up to 120k so far. Yeah, you know, he's incredible. Again, 7'+", one of the most ridiculous player builds we've ever seen in this game. He's got a really nice jumper. I was running him until recently. Very similar to Ralph. They'll do the same thing. They'll both play sort of big body defense and knock down shots for you pretty consistently. I would say Mark's jumper is nicer than Ralph's. If you want to switch them to a round as well, again, that's fine. Right, and the next one is Taco. And I'm actually going to go with Galactic Taco. So, he was pulled so much that this card is actually 10k right now, guys. A Taco full Dark Matter in the game is 10k. We are in some whole other universe with 2k right now and you know what's going on. I really don't understand it, but that is where we are. So Taco is that guy. You can pick up badged versions of this Taco. So mine had 46 Hoffs. So I had one of these. I upgraded to the glitched one, thinking I would get like 40, 50k because he's got extra badges. No, guys. I couldn't sell him for more than 30k, even with multiple Hoffs. And that is the situation with a lot of these cards. This Yao, you'll find Hoff, like additional Hoff versions for cheap. Same with Ralph, probably same with Giannis. Mark Williams, definitely. I've seen examples of this. Someone bought a 60k, no, a 60 Hoff Mark Williams for like 30k or something the other day. Unbelievable. So even though you've got this incredible base, you can actually add to it. So let's add it up. We've got 40k for T-Mac. We've got 10k for Ralph. That takes us to 50. Only 20k for this Yao, guys. 70k. You add in Giannis, who's about 40k. That takes us to 110. Mark Williams is about 10k. That's 120. And Taco's about 10k. It's 130k. You've got 20k to spare. So you can even chuck in a couple of upgrades on some of these cards if you want. But yeah, guys, just over 100k for this lineup. There's 3 endgames in this team. There's an Invincible in this team. There's a Taco and a Yao in this team. There is a Dark Matter Giannis in this team. You can absolutely go wild with this. Like, if you're not playing Unlimited especially, like, if you look at a clutch time lineup in here, like, it's... I'd probably do this in clutch time. Maybe that as well. But that's probably going to be my clutch time team if you wanted to chuck Harden in as well, because he'll green a few more fours for you. Yeah, you could run that lineup in clutch time. In triple threat, you can run these 3. Guys, it is truly endgame in NBA 2K22 Myteam. This squad is the best squad you could have ever built at this point in any game. It's not close. Unbelievable. Yeah, I would love to drop a few other kind of budget examples, but I'll do videos like that over the next few days. This is the squad. If you want to know what cards to pick up, these are the cards to pick up. Until next time, thanks for watching, guys.